Hey guys, today we're going to discuss about method overloading and overriding and what's the difference and where's the use case. So first thing, overload means you can see a change in parameters and also you can see a change in body based on the situation. And overriding means the return type stays the same, the name stays the same, but the body will be different because the use case is different. If the body doesn't change, then why to override it? As the name itself suggests, overload means increasing the load and stuff, and override means that changing the existing stuff, like the literal definition, you could say so. So this is a situation where I have calculate. I just wrote a short form saying cal. So there might be a situation if I give three parameters, then it's gonna add it. If I give two parameters, it's gonna multiply. As you can see, I wrote it static because this is a static method. If I want to call it from the static, then I must give it static obviously, or else I need to create an object, and by creating an object that means it's going to use a memory, so that's waste of time and waste of memory. So I just made static, so static void cal. So as you can see here, I gave 2, 34 and 5. So if you can sum it out, you'll get 41, and you can see 4 into 9, and if you multiply you'll get the stuff 36. That's all. But as you can see here, the name is same, that means the method name is same, cal. And if you see here, the number of parameters are getting changed, it's overloading. The number of parameters are changing and the body is getting changed. You can also overload the stuff with change in data types. So this is change in parameters, right? So if I say static int cal, but I must also change the interior stuff. So I need to write int a double b double c. So let's make even this one double. So I've written, so I just type a into b minus c. So it's gonna give me the value in written. Since I wrote it in the form of double, as you can see here, and it contains written, so I need to write it in a print statement because the value is being written, it's not being printed. So I need to type cal 2, 3.4, 7.1. I'm getting something like this as an output. If you want, you can check the stuff later on. Since it's double, I'm getting 2.9999998, so that means it's taking long distance. So this is the situation. If you use float or something else, you might be getting less. So this is a place where we use method overloading. So what if I use method overriding? So let's say, let's not complicate it. Let's say class A, I have what display method. So display method, it's gonna say I'm from class A. To class A. That's all. Now let's say class B extends A. In this situation, we're gonna override the stuff display method. I'm just gonna simply copy and paste it here. And I belong to class B, not A, to make it more obvious. So let me create an object of it. I just erase the stuff. So B, B1 is equal to new B. If I call the method display, as you can see, I belong to class B, not A. It will be printed out. And because we are overriding the stuff, that means the change in body is taking place, but return type is the same, number of parameters is the same, and obviously the name is the same, but only difference is the body is getting changed. So let's say if I wanted to change only a specific method, let's say it has three methods. Okay, let's change the same method itself for B. So let's create B, B2 is equal to new B. So this is called as anonymous stuff. You can say anonymous method and all. So if I want to call it like this, so void this. So it's going to say from from B. So it's gonna just say from B. So if I call B2.display, it's gonna say from B. That's all. Because we are changing it anonymously. That means it's gonna create the Java virtual machine internally creates an anonymous class that extends this B and it's gonna override it for us. So what you need to do is just create an object B2. I just wanted to change it only for B2, right? So flower brackets, same return type, name of the method, no parameters, so no parameters, and just print out the stuff, the body. If you want, you can add something else in the body. That's all. That's entirely on you. That's all. But if I type b1.display, that means it's gonna call this one. b2.display, then it's gonna call this one. It's only for a specific change or only for that particular object. So these are called anonymous methods. You can say anonymous classes and all. So we use here the method overriding is taking place. So as you can see here, the Java virtual machine, if you write, you can also override this one. But what happens is the Java virtual machine only takes the stuff with string args. So let's say public static void main, let's say int a, so the Java virtual machine only runs this one because it contains only string args, so you cannot override it. So even though if you try, it only runs this method. If you want to run this method, then you need to just simply come over here and you need to write this main method and type 4 or something. So as you can see, you're getting this. But if you want to run it normally from Java Virtual Machine, it's not possible because the Java Virtual Machine only takes this one. So that's all. Hope you guys understood overloading and overriding.